Hello, this is going to be a complete walkthrough guide of the Lament Dungeon. This is in Yaesha, and clearly I'm in the Forbidden Grove. So it spawns in the Forbidden Grove, the Far Woods, Faithless Thicket, and I have not personally seen it in the starting zone of the Red Throne storyline, which is the Withering Weald. It could possibly spawn there. I have yet to run across it in that zone, according to my spreadsheet. So maybe not, but I'm sure it can. I have not seen it there yet, though. Typically, you're going to find it in an entrance like this. So not the treetops that you walk across the bridges to get to. I don't think I've seen it spawn in one of the ones where you walk up and there's a big Aztec-looking temple. You typically go down underground a cave system, and you'll see a bunch of the rot. But once inside, there's going to be a handful of puzzles. I'll go through all of it. Some secrets. There's 3 random things you should keep an eye out for. There's going to be an open coffin you can jump into. There's going to be a side room that has a small lootable coffin that has a invisible wall, or a fake wall you can walk through that has 2 items in there. There's going to be 4 statues that'll have an item down below when you open that up, and I'll show you what to look for here in a second. The things that are guaranteed in this dungeon is going to be this whole set of the Red Widow armor, the Lodestone Crown, the Ring of Diversion, the Blood Tinged Ring, the Wither Aberration, which drops the Overdrive Mutator, and the Corrupted Luminite Crystals. Okay, now here are the items that you have a chance to get based on the RNG and the random generation of the 3 secret locations that could be or could not be in your map. You're looking at the Rot Aberration in one of them, which will give you Extender. In that same secret, you're going to get the Berserker's Crest. If you get the secret room that has the lootable tomb and the hidden wall, that'll have the Tomb Dweller's Ring and the Necklace of Flowing Life. If you get the 4 statues, you will get the Lithic Signet, along with Relic Fragments and Relic Dust. Okay, I'm going to start off by showing the 3 following random locations that you want to keep an eye out for. Now, these are all random. I've never seen more than 1 in a dungeon. I've seen dungeons that don't have any of them at all. But you want to keep an eye out for them because they're secrets, right? These can show up randomly in any of the 3 rot dungeons. So the Lament, the Twisted Chantry, and the Chimney. So they're not exclusive to the Lament. And again, they're randomly generated, so they're not guaranteed to be here. But these are what to look for. So this is one of the random locations that is not guaranteed to be here, but you want to keep an eye out for. This is the open coffin. You basically jump into it. Down below, you're going to find a ring and a bunch of mobs. There's an aberration, and you'll come out of these doors right here. I got a video covering it. This can spawn inside of the Lament, the Twisted Chantry, and the Chimney. Okay, so this is the 4 statues. This can spawn in the Twisted Chantry, the Lament, and the Chimney.
Enough of that.
Keep an eye out for this. All you got to do is shoot the faces of these 4 statues. I got a video covering this whole thing. And then a secret passage opens up. And this is how you get the Lithic Ring, along with some relic fragments or dust, if you have all your fragments. Keep an eye out for a section like this. There's a little room off to the side with a coffin in it. There's a secret passageway right here. And I have a video covering it. But this will give you the Necklace of Flowing Life and the Tomb Dweller's Ring. This tile set can also spawn in the Twisted Chantry and the Chimney. Alright, now that that's out of the way, here's just a basic rundown of all the puzzles of the dungeon. Side note, the footprint, the tile set, whatever you want to call it, the dungeon layout, the map, slightly different every time. I know some people have said that there's 2 different versions, 3 different versions. I don't know how many versions there are. It's irrelevant. It's a small dungeon with three major puzzles. Let's get into it. All right, we're at the first part of the Lament. The arrow puzzle, maze thingy, obstacle course, gauntlet. So these are rotating either side, right? So you could zigzag, left side, right side, left side, but you can crouch under these. Now this is a little gimmicky. Sometimes you do get hit, but for the most part, like 90% of the time you can get down. And I think the reason why you get hit is you might step on a pixel or like a rock that lifts your character just enough, but you can walk underneath these things while crouched. If I walk on this rot area here, it'll clearly kill me. I think I've been killed by stepping on this little rock here. Now, when you come over here, you hold another pressure plate. And this is what used to kill me because it changes direction. Now they both come from behind, but it's still every other. So I always come over here, crouched, wait for this one to go over my head, and climb over, crouch again. Now there's rot here, so this is the one tricky part you want to be careful about. So we'll wait for this one to go, we'll run, we'll crouch. And then the rest of it, same thing. Just crouch. Under, under. Pressure plate, now the pattern's going to change again. Still crouching, another pressure plate. Same thing here. And this one, I just stay to the right. Doesn't matter what's... Oh! See, you gotta be a little careful. It's wonky. Alright, so... back over here, right side. Just wait for them to come by. Jump over. Crouch. Yeah. Once in a while, you get a wonky arrow that'll hit you, and I don't know if it's from, I don't know, your backpack, your armor, but 99% of the time you can just crouch through the whole thing, and then this lever will turn it off. Okay, after the maze, we're going to go in here, and you're going to see a bunch of mummies. Can't quite do anything with this yet, so it's irrelevant. You want to progress through the dungeon until we come back up to the top portion of this. It's literally just a loop. And that's usually relatively small. And here we are at the end of the loop. Upstairs, second floor with the mummies. Make sure you come over here and unlock this door so you can drop down and come back up without having to run through the dungeon again. So bring you right back to the entrance. You'll notice that there's symbols above each mummy. They have blankets with colored designs. Blue, brown, red. I think there's a green. There's a green. There's a book down here. We're looking for the blue. So we got a blue with like the deer. A blue with some circle. We got a blue with the Pope hat. We got a blue with the halo symbol. We'll call it a buoy. I don't know how to do the order, but we'll do the elk, Pope hat, circle, buoy. I think you just have to plug the 4 in, to be honest. Then that'll open up the next phase of puzzles. That's how you get Kolket's Razer. And the Overdrive mutator drops from him as well, along with the corrupted Luminite crystals for upgrading your mutators. We're going to get the blood tinged ring. Gain 2 health regen per second when within 10 meters of a bleeding entity. Okay, but now we want to get down here and get into that chest. So we go back. Here's the checkpoint. There's a hole over here in the ground. You got to break some pots to get through. We're eventually going to go underneath this. There's a walkway or a crawl space. And that's going to give us this item. There's a locked door here. And this is the supply room key. Now that we're at this door, we can use the supply room key. Alright, now this one's a little annoying. I really don't have an easy way to get through here. You can crouch below these. But I find that just chasing down after one and bobbing and weaving from the center and avoiding the side paths is the best option for me. I die a handful of times. Not gonna lie. The best option I've found so far is to, once you hit the sensor pad, a blade drops down from the left side. Wait for it to start moving. You're going to chase that one down, switch lanes, switch again back to the left, go down, and the far back left one is going to be hanging out for a second while the far back right one slowly comes down, then you switch again. If you let it run and do its own thing, you got to find a whole new sequence, but this has been the most successful way I get through here. We'll hit this, we'll wait, follow that down, switch lanes, follow that down, wait, switch lanes, and then down. But if you let it run, they get out of sync and you got to figure out how to time it yourself. But that's how I usually get through it. Side note, I am running a run speed build, but I also did this without my run speed, so that's how I do it. And then that gives us the Red Widow outfit. But wait, there's more. Now we're going to make our way back to the beginning. Okay, we're back at the beginning. This is the first maze. We pulled the lever. We entered the room that has the mummies. You're going to climb up here. Go to your right. There's another door. Make your way through here. Once we get down to here with the floating pillars, I don't have an easy way to show it, but you'll want to stand and start on this symbol here. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a red reticle. Something's in my way. God, the first time I did this, I ran and jumped and found a path I could jump down, but it's a pain in the ass. Lots of death. There's invisible walkways. So we're looking for this symbol, which is also right here. And you can see again the red reticle shows up because there's blockage. Looking for that symbol again, which is right there. Again, red symbol. This guy down here. I don't know if this is randomized or not, but this is my path. This guy right here. Again, red reticle. And then straight over here. Again, you can see right there. Boom. You can also... Oh, wait. The door's locked. Oh, no. That doesn't work. Okay. We got to go into our inventory. We got to inspect this thing. Spin it to the top. Interact. Now you got Kolket's key. And here you're going to get the Ring of Diversion, which increases invulnerability window while evading and sliding. I don't really know that that's important. I feel like the evade window is insanely big as is. Another chest. But wait, there's something up here. Ah, do you hear that? Again, Yaesha is full of these fake walls, and they make that noise. Biggest tip I could tell anybody who plays this game, you need headphones. Seriously, you can hear enemies that are about to attack you. There's so many audio cues in this game. Headphones is the biggest tip I can tell anybody. We just dropped down. And then this. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. So this gives you the Lodestone Crown. Yeah, it's just a piece of armor. It's just a helmet. Kind of weird looking. Secret, side note, I have another video covering this, but since you're here at the very end, if you go talk to Bedell, the rot-infested dude that's sitting against the wall at the very beginning of the Forbidden Grove zone, the starting location of the Ravager storyline. You can start a new playthrough and put this on. You could do it now if you're in the current playthrough. Go back and talk to him with this on, and he will give you the Lodestone Ring, which increases all damage dealt against illuminated enemies by 5%. Not gonna lie, I don't know what illuminated means, so I haven't even tried to play with it yet. But 5% damage to illuminated enemies. So there you go. That's kind of a complete overhaul of the Lament. Again, you've got those 3 secret areas that have a chance to show up. The invisible wall, or the fake wall next to the coffin. The coffin you can jump into, where you can also fight an Aberration. The 4 statues that will give you the Lithic Ring, and then a lot of relic dust or relics if you kill the 2 statues that walk when you're not looking at them. We got a helmet that's used for another item. We got a full set of armor for fun, and then a handful of other items. Hope that helps. I know these are a little bit longer, but they cover everything. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it takes a while to get all the footage of all the different outcomes because everything's chance and random. Anyways, see you in the next one. Bye now.